Hey guys, what's up? Mike here. Haven't made a video in a while. Been sort of busy, actually really busy with school and stuff. But it's like a weekend. Right now it's pretty early slash late in the night, early in the morning. Sort of change of venue. I thought I should use. I felt like a change of venue. For a couple videos just to get back into the groove of things. Um, so this video actually, I'm not gonna be reviewing a comic book. Actually, I saw the Avengers yesterday, which was 2 days ago actually, which was Friday, today, Sunday morning. I thought I'd give my thoughts on the Avengers, the movie. I'm gonna try to avoid giving any spoilers. I'm not gonna talk about the mid scene, the mid credit scene. I believe there's two extra scenes in the Avengers. One mid credits and one at the post credits. I didn't see the post credits one. My friends made me leave, but I saw the mid. It was actually pretty good. Set up the movie great, great setup for the next movie. Really excited for it. If you guys see it, let me know what you think about the next movie. The villains. If you've been on the channel, you might have seen, alright, who the villain is. I'm pretty hyped. This is getting pretty hype. So, the movie was actually really good. The Avengers was actually a really great film. If I'm gonna compare it to another superhero film, which I don't like doing because each superhero films are a lot of them are different. It's like you can't compare a lot of them to another one. But if I had to, I would say it um, compares to Batman Begins in terms of the awesomeness of it. Now, I don't like comparing things to The Dark Knight because this is my opinion on The Dark Knight. The Dark Knight is only good because of the Joker and Heath Ledger's role as the Joker. Because if you centered it more on Aaron Eckhart and Two-Face, it sort of loses impact, the awesomeness of it. So yeah, I don't like comparing things to The Dark Knight because it's Heath Ledger that made the movie. I mean, Christian Bale's Batman's whatever. He's okay. I mean, I guess I don't really care for him as Batman, in all honesty. Um, I'm sorry getting off track from the Avengers, but yeah. So I don't like comparing things to Dark Knight. But if I had to compare it, Avengers to a superhero movie, it is better than Batman Begins. It is, in my opinion, it is good, or as if, or even possibly better than Batman Begins. It is that awesome. So so I'll just go through a basic plot. Basic plot is so Loki's the main villain in the Avengers, and in the original team in the comics, he was actually I believe the main villain of when the Avengers first formed. Um, Loki sort of he was, and if you saw the end of Thor, he was sort of banished. He fell through space. Well, he's found, and he comes to Earth looking for the cosmic cube or the Terrasect, whatever they want to call it, whatever you want to call it. Looking for this cube that of unlimited power. He wants to take over the world and then exact his revenge on Asgard. He's really upset for some reason, because his parents don't his apparently Odin didn't hug him enough when he was a kid. So he comes to Earth and he basically steals the Terrasect and he manages to brainwash a lot of people. Um, and I'm trying to avoid any. So he brainwashes a lot of people. Um, and then Nick Fury, as Samuel L. Jackson, sort of calls all the Avengers together, the people who he's been looking at. And they get together, and it's the typical, they don't get along, they don't mesh well. But then, in times when Loki and his army come to New York and they start bombing the shit out of everything, um, they come together and they start whooping ass. And that's the basic plot of the movie. It's just Avengers forming, just them teaming up, fighting Loki, and all that good stuff. So, if you have seen the movie, I'm gonna try. So the aliens, as you know, or as you guys might know, are the Chitauri. Some of you guys might know who those are. Some probably don't. The Chitauri are the ultimate version of the Skrulls. The Skrulls are an alien race from Marvel 616. They have the ability to shapeshift and then emulate your powers. The Chitauri in the Ultimate Universe, sort of, were the same. They had the ability to shapeshift. Um, and the Ultimates actually fought them for their first major mission. Like they fought like these aliens, the Chitauri. So yeah, the Chitauri. There's good choice for. I guess they were good choice for villains. Skrulls are always. I actually yelled Skrull in the middle of the movie, like right when it started. When I saw Chitauri, they said Chitauri, I just screamed Skrull. Um, I guess I think I'm the only one in the theater who got that reference. So so we had the Chitauri, those as the bad guys in Loki. Loki's just Loki. The god of trickery. He throws a lot of knives. I guess if you saw Thor, he does this in this movie too. Then we have the heroes. So I'm gonna be going through the heroes and what I liked and didn't like about them. I'll start off with Captain America, who I guess he sort of takes the leadership role in the movie. He's a man out of time. He Chris Evans does that really well, or like it's written really well. Like he doesn't know a lot of things. When they talk about technology, him and Iron Man just like don't get along just because of their personalities clash. And it was really portrayed well by Chris Evans and Robert Downey Jr. Um, Captain America in this movie was actually a lot better than in Captain America, his movie. In terms of he did a lot more. He did a lot of he. There was a lot more action scenes for him. He did a lot more things. Like in other Captain America, he didn't really do much. He shot his gun a lot, and he just like threw his shield a couple times. You didn't really see that much. But in this movie, he was doing hand to hand. He was doing flips and stuff, jumping off of crap. Doing crazy, awesome super soldier stuff. So that was good. That's what I really liked about it. A lot of the characters did a lot more things. So really interesting, and just seeing them in action. Who else? What I didn't like about Captain America? Not much. It doesn't. I don't really have much to complain about him. He was a good character. Then we have Thor. I'm just like going random. I don't really care what order I pick. Thor. If you've seen Thor, in this movie, he's pretty much the same. He's no, he's actually as you know, like if you saw Thor, he changed and became a better person, I guess, God. He comes back to Earth. He's sort of the same in terms at the end of the movie. He wants to protect Earth and all that good stuff, but he still cares about his brother. I think that the care that he had for his brother clouds his judgment a lot, which is understandable. It's his brother, regardless of what Loki does. So Thor did actually do a lot of stuff. They sort of amped up like how awesome he is. He summoned a lot more lightning. He made a lot more storms and stuff. I can't really talk about what other stuff he does without ruining the movie for you guys. But yeah, Thor it was not bad. Then we have Iron Man. Iron Man Robert Downey Jr. awesome as Iron Man. Regardless of what you guys feel about Iron Man 2, Iron Man 2 was just terrible in my opinion. But Robert Downey Jr. did a great job of being that guy, that billionaire playboy, just jerk. He tries to hack into Shield systems and stuff. But he does a great job. He clashes a lot with Captain America just because they're two men from different worlds. Where Captain America's his technology was, you know, there was like compared to Iron Man is just his suit and his attitude about everything seems to be about him. So it clashes with Captain America who sacrifice who seems like the everyman, I guess. But Robert Downey Jr. does a great job. There's a lot of cool Iron Man stuff that he does. He gets a new suit. Um, as always, he always gets a new suit in every Iron Man movie. He gets a new suit, I guess. It's I guess more similar to if you've seen the trailers. It no longer has the triangle chest piece. It's returned to the circle. It's more reminiscent of the Mark One or the Mark Two suit. Well, Mark Three, I guess. The suit in Iron Man One, the early suit. Very reminiscent of that, but it has a lot more cool toys and like stuff. It does, very cool. Um, so the character I was most one of the characters, the next character I'm talking about is the Hulk. He was very interesting, portrayed by Mark Ruffalo, not Edward Norton. Um, Mark Ruffalo actually did a great job as Bruce Banner. He in the beginning when they first introduced him, he sort of annoyed me. I guess he had this really annoying attitude slash personality that really like irritated the shit out of me. But as the movie went on and he interacted more with the cast and the team, you sort of I actually really enjoyed the way he like you noticed him in the scene. And he had this interesting habit in the movie. I don't know if you guys will notice it. You might, but I'm not gonna say what it is, but it's an interesting habit that he does. of trying to control the Hulk. And it's very good. He does a great job showing that struggle of being, constantly burdened by this beast, and being afraid of doing anything. That's why he's always isolated, always trying to to find to remove himself from humanity. And it shows. Well, it shows he shows he's with the team, but he really doesn't try to connect with any of them. He just wants to do whatever he needs to do for Shield and then get out. So Mark Ruffalo did a great job as Hulk. The Hulk itself, the Hulk was pretty awesome in the movie. You had to see the movie. I can't really say anything much about it. I don't want to. I don't want to ruin the movie for anyone who hasn't seen it. But the Hulk was pretty awesome in the movie. Um, I'm a little sad Edward Norton was in the movie, but happens. So the last two characters. I'm gonna be talking about the main team. So we have Black Widow. What I like the Black Widow is they built the character up a little more, just her past and her personality. Um, she obviously played the Scarlett Johansson played the spy. It was some weird moments of how she drew out information. She sort of played the damsel in distress to get the people to talk to her, and just give up their plan. I feel sort of like that's the opposite of what Black Widow is currently in comic books. Um, Black Widow in comic books, she's sort of this femme fatale, super spy, you know, ex KGB agent. But uh, all in all, I think Scarlett Johansson did a good job of portraying Black Widow, and Black Widow had some cool like they actually brought out the in the comic books. Black Widow has these like gauntlet type things that shoot bullets. I think they're called Widow's Sting or Widow Kiss or something, or Widow's Bite. But in this movie, they were more like a hand-to-hand combat weapon. When she hit someone, it would give them like a shock. It was pretty cool. Um, so the character I was most impressed by, in all honesty, was Hawkeye, portrayed by Jeremy Renner. Jeremy Renner actually did a great job, I think, as Hawkeye. And what was I most impressed with is how how they implemented Hawkeye into just Hawkeye as a character. As you know, Hawkeye's an archer. He's the world's greatest, like one of the world's greatest marksmen. That's his thing. And Jeremy Renner did a pretty cool job of like doing that, just shooting arrows everywhere. Not really, he would like shoot and without looking. He was their marksman, calling out points, like enemies, like movements during the battle. But the coolest thing is how they implemented his quiver and his bow. Hold on. Yeah. Um, yeah. The coolest thing is how they implemented his quiver. What I loved about it is that in most comic books, or just in general, the quivers they just pull out an arrow, and you're like, how'd they know that arrow was that arrow? So they're pretty much pulling it out of their ass. But in the movie, they actually did something really really cool. Where his quiver was actually just shafts. His arrows were just shafts, and his quiver actually had a rotating like this is a quiver. He would stick the shaft in the quiver, but at the bottom was be a rotating piece that would had different arrowheads in it, and he would control the rotation with his bow, and it would connect to the shaft of the arrow and form an arrow, whatever arrow he needed. So he would like if he needed like a grappling like if he needed an arrow that hit more than one person, he would switch it and then go crazy. That's actually pretty cool. I like the way they did that. I that they didn't just say, "Oh, he pulls out random shit from his quiver." Like they really thought it out well, and I think that was great. Like they implemented it really well. And he didn't shoot just regular arrows. He shot so many cool arrows, like trick arrows, which is sort of the appeal about Hawkeye. He has so many crazy arrows that sort of that you sort of get drawn into. So those are the main characters. There's also obviously a lot of other characters. Nick Fury, Agent Coulson's in that. Maria Hill. Um, all in all, actually, as for the I guess they're more of a supporting cast. Nick Fury, Samuel L. Jackson was awesome in it. Samuel L. Jackson was always awesome, but he brought out more of that Samuel L. Jacksonness, that badassery in the movie that you didn't even get to see in his little cameos. He had that smart Alec type feel to him that very Pulp Fiction-y, I guess, that you get. I would say it's like Pulp Fiction-y. Um, then we have who else is there? Maria Hill. She was very, very, I guess, very accurate. I feel to her comic book counterpart. Um, in terms of she as you know, for you who don't know, Maria Hill becomes the leader of Shield after Nick Fury is ousted. Um, after after the Secret Wars where he invaded Latveria and fought Doctor Doom. So she becomes head of Shield, and she has that disdain. She's a military type, she's militaristic, but in terms of she doesn't see why she doesn't understand why Nick Fury prioritizes certain things, and how in the beginning of the movie, and how she's always questioning his choices, and I feel like that's very she was in the comic book. She was like that a lot. When she became head of Shield, then she got ousted, and then got weird. She's sort of a good guy, sort of a bad guy. She was sort of a bitch in the comic books. But overall, all in all, the movie was actually really good. Really great. I think like everyone, even like comic books, it's just a great action flick to go see. There's a lot of explosions. There's a lot of action, and there's a lot of humor in it too. Take your girlfriend to go with your friends, but it's worth seeing regardless of whether you like superheroes or not. So I'm gonna be doing a couple comic reviews, either tonight or tomorrow night. I have a lot of work to do, but I'm trying to get some stuff done. Definitely gonna be reviewing Amazing Spider-Man, two of issues of Amazing Spider-Man. I'm gonna be doing my the Omega Effect arc with Avenging Spider-Man, Daredevil, Punisher, and Daredevil. And I'm gonna be doing what else am I doing? Definitely probably Detective Comics because Batman and Batman and Robin come out this week, which is weird. Usually they come out separately, but I'm gonna be doing 3 issues of Batman. Um, and I'm definitely gonna try to do probably either Captain America or Captain America and Winter Soldier. I read a lot of Marvel stuff. Yeah, maybe I'll start picking up more DC issues. I don't know. DC's been weird lately. It's got weird. But thanks for watching, guys. If you liked my video, let me know. Tell me what you thought of the movie. Tell me what you thought. Who's your favorite character? What you thought of it. If you saw the secret scene, please try to refrain from writing it down there. If you thought the secret scene was awesome, or if you want to know about the secret scene and who it was, feel free to ask, and I'll make a video about it and you know, post it, tell it that it has spoilers in it. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys have a great weekend. If you guys are in college, good luck with